Hey guys, Reece here and welcome back to another video. So these past couple weeks have been pretty crazy for me. I am managing the renovation going on at the new rental property, working through a few sales for clients as a real estate agent. I've got unit turns coming up, I've got a vacation coming up that I'm trying to prep for, trying to churn out some high quality YouTube videos. It's been busy. And it's these super busy times where it's easy to get burned out and lose focus on what really matters and what your goals are. And one way I love to remotivate myself is to look at people succeeding in either business or real estate or whatever you're working towards. Find those people that are succeeding and remotivate yourself with those people. And so in today's video, I really want to take a look at the top 1% of income earners by age, and I think that'll be just super motivating to see what these high-performing individuals are accomplishing. And while I never like to compare myself to others, I really do thrive on competition, and I love seeing what other people can and are achieving in my age group. And it helps me remotivate. It also helps me when I go to set my goals for the next year. And I also think it's just entertaining. So guys, if you're like me and you also find these sorts of things entertaining, I'd love for you guys to like this video. And if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you back in the next video where we talk about real estate, personal finance, all sorts of topics like that. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And let's dive right into the video. Now, full disclosure, this information comes from financialsamurai.com, as I'm not out there gathering this information for you all. I wish I could say I was, but I'm not. So I want to give them credit where credit's due. And I'll go ahead and leave a link down in the description below so you can read the full article and see anything that I leave out of this video. So with that being said, ages 27 to 31, you're in the top 1% if you're making $170,000 a year in income. Now that's pretty impressive. However, I assume income is considered, your W-2, what you get from an employer. And so those of us that are making money through adding value to rental properties is not quite a one-to-one correlation here. I'm 26 and last year, including the value added to one of my renovations, I made around $150,000, and that is real cash. I can pull that out. We're actually refinancing this property right now, and I can pull that money out, and that's money in my pocket to use on a future property. In addition, that income from this cash out refinance is non-taxable, which is pretty dang cool. So I kind of take this basis of income and then smush the numbers around a little bit to compare what I'm making. So I only made $80,000-ish in income last year. However, I'm kind of on the right path because I've generated value through my rental properties and increased my net worth by about 6 figures. Now, ages 32 to 36, you're in the top 1% if you make $210,000 a year. Now, I don't really know if I should be impressed or kind of disappointed because while $210,000 is a lot of money, I feel like the top 1% should be making more. Maybe that's just me. But at age 32 to 36, you're established in your career, and those top income earners are probably tech or business, and I would feel you might be well beyond $200,000 at this point, or $210,000 at this point. But that's kind of cool to see that by 32 to 36, $210,000 is the top 1%. So if you're getting close to that, you're doing pretty dang good. And if you're not close to that, if you're interested in earning more money and achieving that, this can be a great stretch goal for you. Now, age 37 to 41, you're in the top 1% if you're making $260,000 a year. Now, I think what we see at this point is that a lot of the very wealthy people out there, the top 1% or the top 0.1% net worth people, like the Warren Buffetts, the Mark Zuckerbergs, they don't take a super high salary because that's taxed very high. And so what they do is they get paid in stock options, and this article probably doesn't include that as well. So the other thing to consider is that, say you're a CEO of a company, probably in the top 1% income earner, you might be getting substantial compensation through stock options or other forms that's not included in this. So I do believe these numbers are substantially lower than what we'd see in total compensation if we had access to stock options and things like that information. Ages 42 to 46, you're in the top 1% if you're making roughly $320,000 a year. I've always seen my threshold income where I really want to get to as that $300,000 per year number. You're doing very well for yourself in $100,000 and $200,000 a year. However, if you want to live in one of the higher cost areas of living in the United States and maybe have a family, $300,000 you're living very comfortably on. And so that's always been my short-term goal, even though in Columbus here, I mean, I can live comfortably by myself on $50,000 a year. Ages 47 to 51, you're in the top 1% if you're making $360,000. There's no denying that in your late 40s to mid 50s, you're at your highest earning years of your life. You usually have a lot of experience in your career, you have employment history, you can negotiate great salaries, and so 360 makes a lot of sense to me. Once again, I do think this number is low because at this age, in the top 1% earning fields, like business, being a CEO, or starting your own company, you're probably paid in different ways, stock options and other methods of compensation that's not weighed into the actual W-2 income you receive. And finally, the last age group and the first age group that we see the top 1% income actually drop, probably because people are retiring at this point in their life. But age 52 to 58, the top 1% of income earners are making $350,000 a year. Now this is still young for retirement usually, and so that's probably why we see the number is still $350,000, still pretty dang high, but people are starting to retire in this age group, since when you're making this much money, you probably, if you've been saving and being financially savvy, you don't need to work until 65. And this is why I aim to generate some of my income, or a lot of my income, through real estate or through passive income streams, because that income continues even when I stop working. So my rental properties will continue to generate income and be managed by a property manager well past when I retire from being a real estate agent or whatever career choice I choose. Or investing in dividend stocks, those dividends will continue to be paid out even in retirement, which will keep my income high, and so I can really enjoy my retirement, and that retirement can probably be substantially sooner because I have income coming in offsetting my cost of living. So guys, kind of cool to see what the top 1% are earning. Now in this Financial Samurai article, they also highlight what the top 0.1% are earning, which is substantially higher to this. So I'd recommend checking out that article, as a lot of the information I got today came from it, and I want to give credit, like I said, where credit's due. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this motivates any of you that maybe are going through a really heavy workload or having trouble with the virus going on right now. Stay motivated, stay focused on your goals, and remotivate yourself by seeing that others are achieving financial success and you can too. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate all your support, and I'll see you in the next one.